Hello, friends of numerology. Kansule muli bulungi. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, today tugenda kuba twogera ku ekintu kitono nnyo. Ekintu nno nga kiri important mu lugendo luno lwe twatandika branding. Tulonda tutya colors, how to choose colors, typography and imaginary. That's our topic today. So, ebintu bino ebisatu birungi nnyo kozi omuntu byasooka okulaba ku brand yo, byasooka okulaba. Yeah, era be playing a very big role in how your audience feels and connect with you. Yes, balaba batya engeri gye bakulabamu. So bw'omala gakozesa bikkalakala kyekiri kye nabagambako. Something which is luxurious, in most cases we use gold and black. Something which is luxurious we use black and white. Abantu tebagala black and white, wala bintu bikadde naye anyway. So katusooke ne colors era colors kyekintu ekiri very powerful lwa nsonga kicreating what you call emotions. Yes, ekyokulabirako red eraga energy and passion. That is red, energy. Yes. Blue ate yo eraga trust and professionalism. That is blue. Ate green ye eraga growth and balance. Yes. Then ate yo yellow eraga bright, cheerful and full of optimism. Yes, that is yellow. Then for black, ate black and white yeraga kuba nti something which is like kwegamba, it gives luxury, it gives simplicity, and it gives clarity. You get the point? Yeah, that's black and white. Lwakuba kati ate black and white, the way we see black and white tumulaba mu kifaananyi kirala, but black and white is luxurious. Luxurious, it gives simplicity. That's why in most cases those big organization, or maybe something which like when they're issuing a public notes, it's better to be in black and white. It shows simplicity. Yes, and it shows clarity, to clarify something that thing is very important. Something like you get it. Good. So what about to choosing a brand colors? In most cases we have to use like one major color or two major colors. Then you use one primary colors or two primary colors, not na other secondary colors. You get the point? So tuba tulina making sure nti colors zolonze ziri reliable to like or they connect with what you want to give us, or you want to present to us. For example, those people with like people in cosmetics, people in like perfumes, they really want gold and black. It shows what? It shows luxury. Oh, it's luxurious. It's a luxury color. You get? So, kale, tuoze Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola ekikola etya? They use red for excitement and energy. Yes. Era kyetwalabe waliwo gontrade ye alaga energy ate alaga ne passion, okwagala. Alaga amaanyi ate alaga n'okwagala. Okale katugambe kale Facebook bakozesa color ki? Bakozesa blue. Olwasonga blue creating out trust. Okitegeera? Creating out trust, and it's a sense of community. Okitegeera? Waliwo gulu twagambe it brings oba kale etegeeza trust and professionalism. Wekityo. Okitegeera? Kati bw'omanya audience yo engeri gy'ogenda okuwa, how you are going to provide value to them, how you are going to connect with them, how you are going to communicate with them. Chikuwa nayo nogamba, let me use this kind of color. Okitegeera? Yes. So tugende ku typography. Yes. Now katogere ku typography. Typography or topography, this is the fonts you use. Topography is your brand's voice in text. The way how you are going to articulate it. The text you have used. Well, different font style is also cause simply because if you are doing the other time we said that we have to be with the brand tone, the brand voice, the brand whatever, where we talked about the logo. Now we are talking about the colors you are going to use in your logo. Now we are going to talk about the text you are going to use in your logo, because you have different types of logo. The monogram, that's one kind of a logo. Monogram, it more so like ngokozesa text. Yes, those are text logos. So when you are going to use those text logos, which kind of fonts are you going to use? There are different types of fonts. Eziri like ennungi z'osobola. We have serif fonts, like serif fonts like Time New Romans. Tulina gye tuyita sans serif fonts. Tulina gye tuyita script fonts. Kati ate serif fonts like Time New Romans, it feels formal and traditional. That's why in like those big organization or in something like a government, bagala nnyo to use like two kind of fonts. The Time New Romans, which shows something which is formal. It's like a public notes. They also use Time New Romans. So tulina gye tuyita sans serif fonts, like something like Arial, something like Poppins, like Modern and Clean. You get the point. Like Arial or Poppins, it's like something which is a clean font, something which is kugamba, it's a direct font. A redirect. You don't want to complicate your audience. You use a normal font which they can see. You get the point. It's like designing something, or a design, or like a wedding design, or like let me say wedding design. Ngogenda gitwala eyo koma nsimbe eyo mu kyalo eyo, enkoko gye zitakulaziza mu maaso eyo. Kati tosobola kukozesa script font nga tetegeerekeka. You get the point. We have to use the font which is clean. Oli gy'asobola okusoma n'alaba. Naye kati ogenda kuwandiika font byo beeyo tebabitegeera bulungi, bagamba ono yakoze biki. Okitegeera? So professionalism, oba onogibwa nga ogicategorizinga within the group w'oba oli, oba kale gy'ogenda nogamba kati ngenda gundi, kati ngenda mu bacorporate eno gundi. Okitegeera? N'okola ebintu nga bijja in that line or in that environment gy'oba olimu oba gy'oba ogendamu, than gogamba nti nze ndi kafulu n'obaterako olukono nnyabula, tebagenda bitegeera. So obanga era bagamba omusiru oba yakoze biki, abaana abasiru babajjawa. Okitegeera? Naye ate bw'ogenda eri n'oba clean font, ono ate yamugjeewa font, ate siko olina okugiteekamuko ka ati ka sounding professional. You get? So environment kikulu nnyo. So script fonts zo zilookinga like personal and creative. Ziba personal and creative. That's why oli akugamba font eyo giteekemuko something which is kateekemuko ku art. Oba kabeere nga tekali so clean, nga kali a bit creative, because akugambye era n'environment gy'akola ki, gy'agendamu agimanyi. So a good rule is to use all like not more than like 3 or like 4 fonts. On the heading, tuba tulina kale okukozesa like kankitwale wano like wankikunyonyola nti okitegeere tusi. So olaba like it's like a good rule is to use not more than 2 or 3 fonts. It's like something which is like a company. A company, if you are building these steps nga was building a company inokuba nga iyo ng'erina its font zekozesa. That's why in most cases if you are designing for the big company and you use your font noganze zino zenjagala zezisinga and you provide work to them, they reject that work simply because tokozeseza fonts zaabwe. So fonts is very very paramount. So kyembadde ngezaako highlighting on this, any kind of a company, any kind of a good company, it's like you're following these steps. Ina its fonts. A company should have its fonts. Fonts like nga font like biri oba ssatu talina kusukkawo nga zeekozesa. For example, it's like in heading when it's writing something like a public notes, like something like advertising something, heading erina okuba nga erina font yaayo, body erina okuba nga erina font yaayo, ne conclusion nayo erina okuba nga erina font yaayo. You get the point. Kale ekyokulabirako like Google, let me say Google yeekozesa sans serif fonts. Yes, sans serif fonts because it's modern and simple look. Hey, yes, that's Google. Then kale tugende ku when we are choosing something like something image or something imaginary. Yeah, imaginary ekifaananyi kyo kirina okuba nga it can tell a story even before nga abantu oba before people look at it or read it. It's like it can give you, I want to design for me a logo. Like, no, what do you do? I'm in saloon, bichi, nsiba nviri, nkola bino, nkola biri. Yes, yeah, good. That's good and wise. At the end of the day, you have to get something which represent hair dressing. You have to get something which represent, or you have to create something which represent cosmetics. You have to get something which represent something like perfume, something like which you have to get something which represent before someone looks at it. That's a saloon logo. You get the point? I'm in transport, I'm in tour and travel, kind of design for me a logo. You have to come up with something which represent tour and travel. I don't do that tour, but I'm in travel. You have to come with the image which shows that the guy is in transportation, the guy is in taxi, the guy is in transport, the guy is in this, the guy is in this. Yes, that's how professionalism is. Even if it's a monogram logo, at least you include something which is slightly small which can represent that. Yes. That's how a modern logos looks like. Even if it's a monogram, attach something small so that it can logo so okuvaayo bulungi ng'oli ne waba agirabye alabyawo n'agamba this guy something, you get it? So okyo bwe kiri. That's imaginary. So olina okukozesa ekifaananyi ekiraga real emotions and authenticity. Not like ogenda kukozesa, you're designing a saloon logo, then at the end of the day you're putting a leg imaginary, a leg image. You get? Or designing a logo ya saloon where you're supposed to put the head, where you're supposed to put something which represent hairdressing. At the end of the day, notekawo okugulu, then okutekako enviiri. Oba notekawo omukono, guno omukono gwa people power. You are designing ye logo gyoyagala. You people, you have to bebe wakolera logo mulina okwebereramu. You have to be with the some idea. That's why at DC, it's all about the details. We ask you, what are you doing? How are you doing it? How are you going to do this? At the end of the day, we produce something which is good and fine. So, logo ino kubanga providing emotions. This is it's a saloon logo. Wow. Yes. It gives those emotions. Saloon, and that authenticity. So see, okola mu saloon, you have to be with the saloon logo. Now you have a logo which is like for the farmers. Ataddeko ekikoola. Ekikoola n'enviiri. What is that? You are in bro. Anyway. So, illustration zonna ne icons zonna zirina okuba nga ziri creative ate nga ziri playful. You get the point? Ne with like textures or patterns. Yes, zirina okuba nga zirina that kind of uniqueness nga tebifaanagana bya mulala. Yes. So see, that's why for me I copy, but I don't copy. Even if you find my work on the screen and say that I want like that one, I can't give you like that one. At least I make it something. I can give you that one when it is in its own way, it's unique. Yes. You get, that's why my clients, for you, start work from the scratch. Don't you have a template? Just put and give me. No. I have already given that work to someone else. So I have also to give you something which is unique. Okay. So, look like company ya Nick. Company ya Nick balina ebifaananyi byabwe naye nga biraga ba athlete. Okitegeera nga ba athlete bali in action, like kuliko akasajja akadduka. Those are their logo and a tick. Balinako ne ka tick. Okitegeera kegamba that shows something which is full of energy. Okitegeera, and that one it's like it can motivate, full of energy and motivation. Okitegeera. So that is their story. That's why company Nico laba akasajja akadduka, that's their logo. Sometimes you find a tick, you get. So byonna twogedde ku points nnya. Twogedde ku colors, twogedde ku typography, twogedde ku imaginary. So ezo zonna like zirina okubanga like zigatta wamu n'ozikozesa. So mbadde bagamba twogedde ku colors, typography and the imaginary oba image, something like that. So they have to work together like a team. So consistency is a secret. Colors zo weziba nga zoogera oba colors zo nga zoogera kintu kirala, ne font zo nga zoogera kirala, n'ekifaananyi kyo nga nakyo kiraga kirala, oli ekyokulabirako. Colors tezikwatagana. Okitegeera, colors okozesezza green color, ekyokulabirako. You have used a green color. The goal is you are designing a saloon logo, but you have used the green color. That's one. Two, instead of putting the good imaginary, otaddeko okugulu, okutaddeko omutwe, otaddeko awo n'ongeri y'obuviiriviiri obupresentinga. Okitegeera, bifont okozesezza bibyo. Kati what is that? Ogenda confusinga abantu abalaba, ogenda confusing audience here, like kyogenda okukola tekigenda kuba like tekigenda kubeera attractive. So I recommend creating a simple brand style guide. Just like something nga you have chosen all the colors you want, oziwandiise ne font style zoyagala, nga like in a simple brand style guide. That's why here when you're designing a logo, we give you the different kind of logo, different colors, and we recommend you to choose the best according to you, because we can decide for you. No can head dance but we give you different kind styles, the flow, how it will flow and different things. So to summarize, colors creating emotions, typography nezikuwa brand voice ku brand yo, you get. Then imaginary oba image, it tells your story. So wobikombindinga byonna nobikombindinga correctly bigenda kubuildinga brand identity, you get the point. Abantu gye banalaba ne balema kugyerabira that guy has a good logo. So tandika na katono, kwegamba otestinga different ideas, olaba idea n'ogatta eri okitegeera, olabe nti ba audience bange people I'm going to serve, the people whom are going to give value, how will they see this, you get the point. So thank you for watching, friends of numerology community. Keep building your brands with purpose, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you very much.